Did you know that speaking just one language could triple your career opportunities and open doors in 190 countries worldwide? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to speak with anyone, anywhere in the world, regardless of where they come from? Imagine having the power to access knowledge from the best universities, collaborate with global experts, and forge connections across continents, all through the mastery of one language. Welcome back to LMJ English, where we unlock the doors to limitless possibilities through the power of language. I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we explore how English has become more than just a language. It's a passport to a world of opportunities in our increasingly connected global community. Before we dive into this fascinating journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our growing family of language enthusiasts. Your support allows us to continue bringing you valuable content that transforms not just your English skills, but potentially your entire future. Introduction. A world of opportunities. We live in an era where geographical boundaries have never meant less. Through the screens of our devices, we connect instantly with people thousands of miles away, sharing ideas, building relationships, and conducting business across time zones and cultures. This interconnected world, driven by technological advancement, has created unprecedented opportunities for those who can effectively navigate its global landscape. The statistics tell a compelling story. Over 5 billion people now use the internet worldwide, with social media connecting nearly 60% of the global population. Remote work has increased by 140% since 2005, creating a surge in cross-border collaboration. International education has grown exponentially, with over 6 million students studying outside their home countries annually. In this rapidly evolving environment, a common language is not just convenient, it's essential. This digital revolution has fundamentally transformed how we communicate. Virtual meetings connect colleagues across continents, online education, platforms bring world-class teaching to remote corners of the globe, and social media allows instant cultural exchange between people who may never physically meet. Yet for this modern miracle of connectivity to function effectively, participants need a shared linguistic foundation. English has emerged as that foundation, the key that unlocks the door to global opportunities. With approximately 1.5 billion speakers worldwide, it serves as the primary language of international business, diplomacy, science, technology, and entertainment. For individuals seeking to advance their careers, pursue higher education abroad, or simply broaden their horizons, English proficiency has become perhaps the single most valuable skill they can develop. Consider Maria from Mexico, who learned English through online courses while working full-time. Her language skills enabled her to secure a remote position with an American tech company, tripling her income and allowing her to support her family while working from home. Or James from Nigeria, whose English proficiency earned him a scholarship to study medicine in London, where he now contributes to groundbreaking research. These stories are not exceptions. They represent the transformative power of language acquisition in our interconnected age. The power of English, bridging cultural gaps. The global reach of English is truly remarkable. While Mandarin Chinese has more native speakers, English boasts the largest total number of speakers when combining native and non-native users, approximately 1.5 billion people, or about 20% of the world's population. Moreover, it has become the most widely studied foreign language, with an estimated 1 billion people currently learning English worldwide. This widespread adoption didn't happen by chance. Historical factors, including British colonialism and America's economic and cultural influence during the 20th century, established English as a global language. Today it maintains this position through its dominance in international business, science, entertainment, and the Internet, where an estimated 60% of content is in English. As a lingua franca, a bridge language used by speakers of different native tongues, English serves as a neutral platform for international dialogue. In multilateral organizations like the United Nations, European Union, and World Health Organization, English enables representatives from diverse nations to communicate effectively despite their different linguistic backgrounds. This common language reduces misunderstandings and facilitates more productive collaboration across cultural divides. The impact of this linguistic bridge is evident in countless success stories of cross-cultural collaboration. Consider the International Space Station, where astronauts from the United States, Russia, Japan, Europe, and Canada work together using English as their operational language. Or think about global research teams tackling climate change, pandemic response, and technological innovation. Their breakthroughs are possible because English provides a shared medium for exchanging complex ideas. In business, English facilitated partnerships drive economic growth across borders. When Japanese automaker Toyota collaborates with French technology firms, or when Indian IT companies service clients in Germany and Brazil, English serves as the common denominator enabling these relationships. The result is a more integrated global economy, with opportunities flowing across traditional boundaries. Humanitarian efforts also benefit tremendously from this linguistic connection. When natural disasters strike, international relief organizations coordinate complex responses involving personnel from dozens of countries. Medical teams from Cuba, logistics experts from Switzerland, and engineers from South Korea can work seamlessly together because they share proficiency in English, allowing them to save more lives through effective communication, unlocking global resources, education, and information. The academic landscape has been transformed by the prevalence of English, which now serves as the primary language of higher education and research worldwide. An astonishing 98% of scientific papers in physics are published in English, along with 96% in chemistry and 95% in biology and medicine. This concentration means that researchers who can read and write in English have access to the vast majority of current scientific knowledge. This linguistic dominance extends to higher education, where 8 of the world's top 10 universities are located in English-speaking countries. Even in non-English-speaking nations, prestigious institutions increasingly offer programs taught entirely in English to attract international students and prepare graduates for global careers. These English medium courses have grown by over 300% in the last decade in countries like China, South Korea, and Germany. For ambitious students, English proficiency opens doors to educational opportunities that might otherwise remain closed. Scholarships and exchange programs often require English language testing, making language skills a prerequisite for accessing these life-changing opportunities. The popular Fulbright program, for example, which has supported over 400,000 students and scholars since its inception, requires English proficiency for most of its grants. Beyond formal education, the Internet has become humanity's greatest knowledge repository, and English dominates this digital landscape. While efforts to increase linguistic diversity online continue, Approximately 60% of the top 10 million websites are in English. This means that English speakers have access to a substantially larger portion of humanity's collective knowledge than those who speak only other languages. Key educational platforms further illustrate this pattern. Coursera, edX, and Khan Academy, leading providers of free or low-cost online education, offer significantly more courses in English than any other language. YouTube, the world's largest video platform, with over 2 billion monthly users, features predominantly English-language educational content. While automatic translation tools are improving, they still cannot match the comprehension that comes with direct language proficiency. The professional advantages of English fluency are equally compelling. Studies consistently show salary premiums for English speakers across non-English speaking countries, ranging from 18% in Brazil to 25% in China and 30% in Russia for comparable positions. Certain industries place particularly high value on English skills, including international business, tourism, information technology, scientific research, aviation, and diplomacy. The networking advantages of English proficiency extend beyond formal employment. Professional conferences, trade shows, and industry events typically conduct proceedings in English, even when held in non-English speaking locations. Online professional. Networks like LinkedIn feature predominantly English content and connections. For career advancement, in almost any field with international dimensions, the ability to communicate confidently in English has become virtually indispensable. Beyond words, empathy, and connection, the benefits of learning English extend far beyond practical career and educational advantages. They reach into the realm of personal growth and psychological development. Research in neuroscience has revealed fascinating cognitive benefits of bilingualism, including enhanced executive function, improved memory, greater mental flexibility, and even delayed onset of dementia in later life. The mental exercise of juggling two language systems appears to strengthen neural pathways that benefit overall cognitive performance. Learning a new language, particularly one as globally connected as English, also reshapes perspective in profound ways. When you acquire a new language, you don't simply memorize vocabulary and grammar rules. You gain access to different ways of conceptualizing and expressing reality. English's rich vocabulary for certain concepts, its unique idioms, and its cultural contexts offer fresh perspectives that can complement and enrich your worldview, even if English isn't your native tongue. The confidence gained through mastering a new language often extends beyond linguistic settings. Many language learners report increased self-assurance in social situations, greater willingness to try new experiences, and enhanced problem-solving abilities as a result of their language journey. Having overcome the challenges of learning English, they approach other life obstacles with greater resilience and adaptability. Perhaps most significantly, English proficiency enables the formation of meaningful cross-cultural relationships that would otherwise be impossible. When people from different backgrounds share a common language, they can move beyond superficial exchanges to develop genuine understanding and connection. These authentic relationships foster empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others from different cultures and contexts. Consider the story of Paulo from Brazil and May from China, who met during an international conference where English was the working language. Despite their vastly different cultural backgrounds, they developed a profound friendship based on shared professional interests, eventually collaborating on research that combine their unique perspectives. Without English as their bridge language, this enriching human connection and the innovative work it produced would never have existed. Such cross-cultural friendships multiply across the globe, creating networks of understanding that transcend traditional boundaries. English language forums, social media groups, and online communities connect people with shared interests regardless of their geographic location or native language. These connections aren't merely practical, they enrich lives through exposure to diverse viewpoints, cultural expressions, and personal stories. The ultimate extension of these connections is the development of a global citizenship mindset, an awareness of our shared humanity and collective responsibility for addressing worldwide challenges. Through English, individuals gain access to diverse perspectives on issues like climate change, human rights, poverty, and technological advancement. This expanded understanding helps people see beyond national interests to appreciate our common stake in humanity's future. Participation in international discussions and movements becomes possible through English proficiency. From global climate strikes to humanitarian aid efforts, from scientific collaborations to artistic exchanges, English enables individuals to contribute their unique voice to conversations that shape our world. Rather than being passive observers of global developments, English speakers can become active participants in creating solutions for shared challenges. Call to action: embrace the global language. If you're inspired to begin or continue your English learning journey, you'll be glad to know that resources have never been more accessible or diverse. For beginners, apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and Memrise offer structured, gamified learning experiences that make daily practice enjoyable. Online platforms like BBC Learning English and VOA Learning English provide free, high-quality content specifically designed for learners at different levels. For more immersive experiences, language exchange platforms like Tandem and HelloTalk connect you with native English speakers who are learning your language, creating mutually beneficial practice opportunities. YouTube channels dedicated to English learning offer thousands of hours of free instruction, while podcasts like English Learning for Curious Minds and 6-Minute English make learning possible during commutes or household tasks. Structured. Online courses through platforms like Coursera, edX, and Udemy provide comprehensive instruction from qualified teachers, often at reasonable prices. For those seeking personalized guidance, online tutoring services connect learners with professional instructors for one-on-one lessons at a fraction of traditional costs. With today's technology, quality English instruction is within reach regardless of your location or schedule. Effective learning strategies can maximize your progress. Research shows that consistent practice in short daily sessions is more effective than occasional marathon study sessions. Combining different skills, reading, writing, listening, and speaking, creates stronger neural connections than focusing on just one area. Consuming authentic content that aligns with your interests makes learning more enjoyable and sustainable, while spaced repetition systems help optimize vocabulary retention. Setting realistic goals and tracking your progress helps maintain motivation through inevitable challenges. Rather than aiming for nebulous fluency, consider specific objectives like holding a 5-minute conversation or understanding a TED Talk without subtitles. Celebrate small victories along the way, and remember that language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. Consistency ultimately matters more than intensity. The transformative impact of English proficiency manifests in both immediate benefits and long-term opportunities. In the short term, you might find yourself understanding favorite songs, films, or books in their original form, experiencing the satisfaction of successful communication with English speakers, or accessing information that was previously unavailable to you. These early rewards provide motivation for continued learning. Long-term, the doors that open through English proficiency can lead to life-changing pathways, international career opportunities, educational advancement, meaningful cross-cultural relationships, and participation in global communities. The compound effect of these opportunities often exceeds what learners initially envision when they begin their language journey. Importantly, embracing English doesn't require abandoning or devaluing your native language and culture. The most successful global citizens maintain strong connections to their roots while developing the skills to engage globally. Your unique cultural perspective is valuable precisely because it differs from others. Adding your voice to global conversations enriches the dialogue for everyone involved. As you develop your English skills, you gain the power to become an active global citizen, someone who not only observes but participates in addressing worldwide challenges and opportunities. Your perspective, shaped by your unique cultural background and life experiences, may offer insights that others miss. By sharing these perspectives through a globally understood language, you contribute to our collective wisdom. International communities and networks become accessible as your English skills develop. Professional associations, special interest groups, volunteer organizations, and educational institutions all offer opportunities to connect with like-minded individuals around the world. These connections can lead to collaborations, friendships, and experiences that transcend traditional boundaries. Your journey with English represents a profound investment in your future possibilities. Each hour spent practicing, each new word mastered, each conversation attempted builds your capacity to engage with our increasingly interconnected world. The language skills you develop today may lead to opportunities tomorrow that you cannot yet imagine. As we come to the end of our exploration of English as a gateway to global opportunities, I hope you feel inspired to embrace this powerful tool for connection, growth, and positive impact. Whether you're just beginning your language journey or continuing to refine your skills, remember that each step forward expands your horizons in meaningful ways. If you found this discussion valuable, please take a moment to like this video and share it with friends who might benefit from this perspective. Your support helps our community grow and allows us to continue creating content that empowers language learners worldwide. Don't forget to leave a comment below, sharing your own experience with English as a global language. How has it opened doors in your life, or what goals are you working toward? Your story might inspire others on their own language journey. Thank you for joining me today on LMJ English. Remember, learning a language isn't just about mastering words and grammar. It's about connecting with our global human family and participating in the collaborative creation of our shared future. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep reaching across boundaries. Vocabulary list: interconnected, ADJ, linked or connected with each other. Example: we live in an interconnected world where events in one country can affect people globally. Geographical ADJ, relating to the physical features of the Earth and its atmosphere. Example: geographical barriers are less significant in today's digital world. Unprecedented ADJ, never done or known before. Example: the Internet has created unprecedented opportunities for international communication. Proficiency, noun, a high degree of skill or expertise. Example: English proficiency can significantly improve your career prospects. Collaboration, noun. The action of working with someone to produce something. Example, international collaboration is easier when everyone speaks a common language. Lingua. Franca, noun. A language that is adopted as a common language between speakers whose native languages are different. Example, English serves as the lingua franca in most international business meetings. Multilateral, ADJ, involving more than 2 countries or parties. Example, English is essential in multilateral organizations like the United Nations. Integration. Noun. The action or process of combining 2 or more things to form a complete and harmonious whole. Example, language skills facilitate better integration into global communities. Dominance, noun, power and influence over others. Example, the dominance of English in scientific publishing affects researchers worldwide. Repository, noun, a place where a large amount of something is stored. Example, the Internet serves as a vast repository of knowledge, much of it in English. Prerequisite, noun. Something required as a prior condition for something else to happen. Example, English proficiency is often a prerequisite for international scholarship programs. Bilingualism, noun. The ability to speak 2 languages fluently. Example, bilingualism offers cognitive benefits beyond just communication advantages. Perspective, noun. A particular attitude toward or way of regarding something, a point of view. Example, learning a new language gives you a fresh perspective on the world. Resilience, noun. The capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. Toughness. Example, overcoming language challenges builds resilience that extends to other areas of life. Superficial, ADJ. Existing or occurring at or on the surface, not thorough, deep or complete. Example, without a common language, relationships often remain superficial. Empathy, noun. The ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Example, learning about different cultures through language builds empathy for others. Transcend, verb, to go beyond the range or limits of something. Example, the benefits of language learning transcend mere practical advantages. Immersive, ADJ, providing information or stimulation for a number of senses, not just sight and sound. Example, immersive language experiences accelerate learning. Sustainable, IGJ, able to be maintained at a certain rate or level. Example, finding enjoyable ways to practice makes language learning more sustainable. Compound, verb, to make more intense, stronger, or more marked. Example, the benefits of English proficiency. Compound over time, opening increasingly valuable opportunities.